And here comes one of my favorites.
The following contest is a 3-on-1 handicap match. Introducing first, from Virginia, weighing in at 426 pounds, the Beast, Big Bad Marcus!
Take a look at the talent in competition here. You can see exactly why the WWE Universe is so amped up for this one.
The Queen has arrived.
Behold, Her Majesty.
And their opponents, first, from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair!
Talk about a superstar who knows the path to success around these parts.
A woman who personifies the word superstar.
Some might call her the alpha female in WWE. The opportunity.
Charlotte Flair was born and bred for the bright lights of WWE.
A Grand Slam champion who has the most women's titles in history.
Charlotte Flair, truly the standard of sports entertainment.
When you talk about the mountaintop in this business, you are talking about Charlotte Flair.
Truly in a league of her own in WWE and showing no signs of letting up.
It's Tiffy time!
Tiffany Stratton is here.
And from Prior Lake, Minnesota, the WWE Women's Champion, Tiffany Stratton.
Stratton has an amazing gymnastics background. She even competed on the U.S. national team.
She sprang her way into WWE after that and has never looked back.
We've learned very quickly that it's always Tiffy time in WWE.
All right, I love this guy.
It's a 1-on-3 situation here tonight. This should be interesting.
The numbers game. is one of the toughest strategies to overcome. We'll need to see a masterful performance to overcome the odds, Cole.
Up top.
Ring-shaking powerbomb.
It couldn't have felt good being chucked around like that. Propped up in the corner.
There's the tag. Spot for him to be in here, guys. Left hook. Ooh. Oh, what a punch.
That's how you stop your opponent.
Ooh.
Snatched up from the canvas
Into a spine buster.
Absolutely chucked by a German suplex. As their opponent hooked a couple of jabs, single underhook suplex. Nice.
Just punched him right in the mouth. Relentless. Just grounding and pounding. Precision offense here. He's leaving zero room to breathe.
It's been a suffocating attack, keeping him out in front. Big punch finds its mark.
Oh,
Running elbow drop on target.
And he's absorbed some stiff offense already.
and he's hanging tough so far.
Guys, what's the strategy when you find yourself on the wrong side of the numbers game in a handicap match? Is it even worth trying to fight back with the numbers against you?
Of course it's worth it, Cole. In a handicap match, fighting to survive is all that matters. And doing so is as mental as it is physical. If anything, you should consider a handicap match a lesson in working smarter, not harder.
Yeah, with the numbers disadvantage, you had to figure out a way to outsmart the competition. That's the best way to survive.
Oh! Successive attacks have him staggering.
He could really use some well-timed offense here. Fisherman suplex, nice.
This is just brute power. What a German suplex!
Picked up, backdrop suplex.
Oh, this is just flat-out punishment.
Hooking their opponent across the top rope. And get ready for this barrage of strikes. The beats of the Bodhrán.
And another final shot to the side for good measure.
And he's just unloading mercilessly here.
He just isn't letting up on this offense. And tag! He finally made it.
Good take. Down, showing the fundamentals there.
Ow! Oh, man. Release German!
She's looking a little drained now.
Uh-oh, their opponent all tied. Up, here they come, the beats of the Bodhrán, unleashing on this poor opponent's chest.
And a right hand to complete the brutality. Every strike more depth. There you go, Cole. This is just an outrageous display of power.
With the gorilla press drop.
Being able to pull that off, no one is going to question if you skip going to the gym today.
Delivering the suplex.
This is just brute power. Release German. Over and over again, getting beaten down with force. This is going to be stiff. Up and a rough landing. Just continuous domination being shown.
As their opponent hooked a couple of jabs.
Placed it over into a suplex.
And the intensity of each attack is only getting more furious.
Right to the face.
My God.
Flair is falling behind now.
Charlotte's got to get it together to avoid disaster.
Just pounding away. Boom, what a punch.
Oh, what a right.
Man, that's some attitude behind it. Just grounded and pounded.
He wants his crowd on their feet. He wants them to make some noise.
And gets tossed back into the mat.
Sent hard into the corner. Belly suplex.
Tiffany is being taken full advantage of now.
Stratton's got to find a way to defend herself.
Splash. Full momentum.
Oh my gosh, with one hand.
Setting up for something here. Check your jump.
That might topple the queen. Look at this. He's feeling it and looking for some support from the crowd.
You have got to be kidding me. A deadlift military press. This is unreal power. And face first they go.
And she's in a bad way here.
Can she recover from this? That's the question.
Uh-oh. Has to find a way out of this. Powerbomb. Able to reach her partner in time. And get the tag.
He just flipped the script there. Huge toss.
A ferocious attack against Tiffany here.
Now we have to see how tough Tiffany truly can be.
There it is.
He's got the support of the whole arena right now.
Boom, what impact.
Great display of strength with the suplex.
Fisherman suplex. Looks like someone wants to shove Tiffany's silver spoon down her throat. Down with a suplex.
And the scary thing is, these attacks are being done with great ease.
Fisherman suplex classic.
It's like we're seeing the power of an uncaged animal right now.
Just a deadlift.
This is terrifying power into the suplex. And when you can manhandle your opposition like this, you become a lion playing with its food.
Monsterplex. Tiffany is being taken full advantage of now.
Now we have to see how tough Tiffany truly can be.
And a slam.
And a clothesline.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Things are looking a little rocky for her.
This is the kind of punishment you expect in the chaos of a handicap match.
Power slam. He's bringing his A game at the moment.
Yeah, he just keeps attacking.
There you go, Cole.
Batten down the hatches.
5. Nothing Stratton can do now.
He's just looking absolutely bullied right now.
Yeah, he is far, far away from being in the driver's seat.
Rimmed in the hard way. Oh my goodness.
Powerbomb. We might be near it.
Here we go again.
Jawbreaker. The path to the end is clear now. Here comes another one.
Impact on the jaw.
That's it. Shut the door. It's over.
This is a situation you want to avoid. Just a continuous rush on Charlotte here.
Charlotte needs to find a way to reverse her fortunes. Up top. Ring-shaking powerbomb. He didn't plan for this.
Suplex brings them down.
Launched with a belly-to-belly.
Belly-to-belly.
Vicious. One strong attack after another.
What a suplex.
And these attacks do a lot more than just wear you down. They get to you mentally as well. And now he sees control for the moment.
Things are quickly coming together for him.
Oh, attacked in the midsection.
This is going to be stiff. Boom! Backdrop suplex.
Elbow drop.
Guys, I have a feeling someone is about to get their chest caved in.
I think it's happening. Endless blows.
Sent right into the corner.
Punch to the stomach connects.
A ferocious attack against Tiffany here.
Stratton's got to find a way to defend herself.
Oh, what a forearm!
Few superstars have collided like this. I frankly don't know how they're still competing.
Their minds and bodies devastated. I can't imagine being in this position. Kick to the abdomen.
There you go, Cole. Launched with a belly-to-belly.
And she's eating a lot of heavy shots here.
Yeah, and her offense is seemingly ineffective here.
Superhuman.
This capacity crowd is sending him love, and he's sending it right back.
Being carried around now.
Are you kidding me?
Come on, count along if you want. The 10 beats of the bottom.
Shot after shot after shot.
Beats of the bottom. And Charlotte is being controlled here.
This is where Charlotte will be tested.
Stratton is all fired up. What a shot.
She keeps on talking, but is she actually going to do?
Are we about to see it again?
Jawbreaker.
That might be it right there.
Going for the cover. And that'll do it. It's finally over with the win. Now let's take a look back at some of the great action.
Here's your winner, the Beast, Big Bad Marcus.
An impressive win for this superstar, that's for sure.
This win tonight may have been a career-defining moment. They're definitely celebrating like it was.
Here is your winner, the Beast, Big Bad Marcus. Here is your winner, the Beast, Big Bad Marcus. Here is your winner, the Beast, Big Bad Marcus. the Beast, Big Bad Marcus! Here is your winner, the Beast, Big...
Come to my side of town. Lately it's been going.
All of my gon' ride with it in the pocket to rock it like Kelly Mom. Mama told me the power's in the tongue, but it probably ain't powerful as a gun. All of you little cowards get devoured. I'm giving out flowers to anyone. I ain't been out the house in a minute, cause I ain't with it if the money is miniature. I've been minding my business, I'm business modern. I've been spending some time with the minister, cause I've been and still sitting in the city of God in the sinister. Try to pray and repent in a synagogue or a mosque or temple or church. Cinnamon, hurting and murders a common courtesy for certainly. RPB on the shirt, search, lurk, murk, squirt, dirt first. My doing 4+8 without a court date. Talked the other day, he say he doing okay. He good, he gaining weight, then got a sharp shake he made. He say they play, they got a part.
Hey, check this joke out. If you want to talk to me after the show, I'll be fucking surprised. I'm gonna have to have some liner notes for that joke. Like, during that joke, he points to the back. So people get the full experience. I'm gonna do a bunch of jokes that require the actual seeing me, and the CD will piss people off. Hey, what do you think of that shirt? Where the fuck, man? That's ridiculous. God damn, look at that haircut. You're fucking nuts, dude. Those people will not get the full experience of those jokes. If you find yourself lost in the woods, fuck it, build a house. Well, I was lost, but now I live here. I've severely improved my predicament. I bought a house, it's a 2-bedroom house, but I think it's up to me how many bedrooms there are. Don't you? Fuck you, real estate lady. This bedroom has an oven in it. This bedroom has a lot of people sitting around watching TV. This bedroom's over in that guy's house. Sir, you got one of my bedrooms. Are you aware? Don't decorate it. I got a king-size bed. I don't know any kings, but if one came over, I guess he would be comfortable. Oh, you're a king, you say? Well, we won't believe what I have in store for you. It is to your exact specifications. I did not know you guys were all the same size. I think I can set your lady up, too. When I was a boy, I laid in my twin-size bed, wondered where my brother was. I don't have a microwave oven, but I do have a clock that occasionally cooks shit. I want to get a job naming kitchen appliances. That seems easy, you know? Refrigerator, toaster, blender. You just say what the thing does, then you add "er." Kitchen Appliance Naming Institute. What does this thing do? It keeps shit fresh. Well, that's a fresher. I'm going on break.
I heard this story about my uncle. He stole a porta potty from the side of the interstate a couple years ago. That's exciting. My friend didn't even believe me. He goes, there's no way that he stole that. You have to empty those things out. You're an idiot if you think a porta potty thief thinks things through. This isn't Ocean's 11. He didn't. There's no blueprints involved. He just saw it and he goes, that'll fit in my truck. And someone goes, hell yeah, it will. And then it did. And then it did fit in his truck. I gotta bring people into this family. I gotta meet new people, introduce them to my family. It's just porta potties. I throw babies into ceilings. It's crazy. I was engaged at one point. I was gonna get married. I was engaged. She gave me the ring back, that's one of the options. You know, I was really excited about being engaged. Now I'm not engaged. Still really excited about that also now. But at the time I was bummed. I got the ring back. I told my friend, I was like, she gave me the ring back, man, it's over. And he goes, well, you got the ring, that's good, right? Yeah, that's not what I was going for. I wasn't trying to demonstrate my awesome return policy. What are you thinking? Do you know how this works? I took it hard. I cried. I'm not afraid to admit it. People make fun of you when you cry. Oh, did you cry like a baby? No, I didn't, actually. Babies don't have the lung capacity. I cried like a grown man. Or a small ape, maybe. I cried hard. It's weird when a man cries. You got to admit that. You can't just walk around crying. When a man cries, that's terrifying. When a woman cries, no offense, we're used to it. We'll just step over you in the street and go about our business, unless we think we can have sex with you. Then we'll apply a light tap to your lower back. It'll be all right, baby girl. When a man cries, I had a stranger come up to me and tell me everything was going to be all right one day. He's like, everything's going to be all right. He didn't know that everything was going to be all right. He was just going, hey, when you start shooting people, you're not going to shoot me, are you? Isn't that what men do when they cry? I cried in the shower. That's confusing. Shower pumps water onto your face. Tears are made of water. Halfway into it, you're like, am I even doing this right now? I mean, is this like a dry hump cry or something? Am I practicing to cry later? This is the worst part. We were engaged. We were together for a long time. 3 weeks after our engagement, she got engaged to someone else. That was what I said. Oh, no, boo. Every time I tell people, I would tell people, and I would be like, yeah, she's engaged. And they would be like, she's probably cheating on you. Did you think of that? Yeah, I did. A lot. A bunch. But I told you 7 seconds ago, you feel like you cracked the case? You feel like you've taken all the clues and analyzed, and you've got it. You've done it? You did it on your own right there? How'd you come to that conclusion? You know how I came to the conclusion was I checked her email, and I found out for sure. I don't wait, I check. I had her email password, so I checked it. I know you're supposed to, I felt bad, whatever. Here's the difference. I told my friend who's never been in a relationship or been broken up with that I checked her email, and he was like, that's disrespectful, man. That's crazy. Why would you do that? And then I told my friend who has been through a breakup, and he goes, how'd you get that email password? Did you just like a program or something? That's when I realized when you go through a breakup, you should tell everybody what you do, because eventually someone's gonna out-crazy you, and you'll feel better about yourself. You'll be like, I checked her email for a month. They'll be like, I lived in her basement for 6 weeks. And then someone else will be like, I kept her in my basement.
What's up, everybody? Charles Barkley here with my little computer buddy, Chuck GPT.
What's up, Chuck IRL?
The NBA playoffs are here, and I'm getting my bets in on FanDuel. Talk to me, Chuck GPT. What do you know?
All sorts of interesting stuff. Dog breeds, how many ounces in a gallon. I even know the capital of Peru. It's Lima, y'all.
No, man. What do you know about the playoffs?
Everything. The stats, the rivalries, the tastiest snacks at every arena.
Now we're getting somewhere.
Yup, Chuck GPT knows it all. Even Chuck's greatest fear.
Hey, nobody needs to know that.
Iguanas.
Man, those things are scary.
Right now, new customers bet $5 to get $250 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
21 plus and present in Virginia. Must be first online real money wager. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at FanDuel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for mouth-watering meals and appetizing ingredients. Our low prices add up to big savings, plus over $600 in digital coupons each week, and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. At Kroger, you always get big flavors and big savings. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on your favorites with the Buy 5 or More, Save $1 each sale. Simply buy 5 or more participating items and save $1 each with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
And you think the closer you get to a woman, the safer you'll be, and you're wrong. You're in more danger. Because you're being manipulated in ways you don't even know. Think about it. Every guy who's married is fatter than when he started. Every one. You think that's a coincidence? You think men are just so overjoyed with matrimony that they're just walking around with chocolate sundaes? Wow! My life turned out so much better than I thought it would. No. The common denominator is that you're married to a woman. And when you marry a woman, you think she's gonna love you and care for you and cherish you, and you're wrong. Her first instinct is to keep you. She's a nester. The woman is a nester. She makes the nest, builds the nest, wants everyone in that nest all the time. And guys are always trying to leave the nest. Always, just to look for worms or do loop-de-loops. Sometimes check out another nest. Who's in that nest? I'm just looking. And women are aware of this, and they want to prevent it from happening by feeding you all the time. Essentially making you too fat to fly. So if you ever try and leave, you land on the ground and waddle in circles like a fat duck. And then all the pretty birds look down. Oh, he's funny. I never have sex with him, but he's hilarious.
Good evening. Please welcome from Boston, Stephen Wright.
Thanks. When I was a little kid, I wish the first words I ever said was the word quote, so right before I died, I could say unquote. Lots of my friends have babies, but I don't have any babies, but I have lots of friends. Babies don't have any friends. They all have those baby monitors so they can hear the baby from the other room, which I consider a form of wiretapping. Someday's gonna be a really smart baby who makes a fake recording of some fake baby noises. Gonna crawl out the window and go to Italy. I need one of those baby monitors from my subconscious to my consciousness so I can know what the hell I'm really thinking about. Sometimes I talk to myself fluently in languages I'm unfamiliar with. Just to screw with my subconscious. It's a good thing a lot of people speak foreign languages, otherwise those people would have no one to talk to. When I was in first grade, the teacher told us that the president was married to the first lady, and all I could think of was, wow, I wonder if she ever saw any dinosaurs. She told us about Michelangelo and the Sistine Chapel, and that day I went home, I was laying at the top of my bunk bed looking at the ceiling, and I'm thinking, why not? My brother's pushing the bed around. Give me more aqua. I did Jesus and Santa Claus on a seesaw. I had Jesus on the low end, even though he weighed less. Because he's Jesus. Jesus pissed off a lot of people, you know. We stopped turning the water into wine. I'm trying to take a shower. What did Jesus ever do for Santa Claus on his birthday? Don't think about it. It doesn't mean anything. You know, the New Testament is pretty old. I think they should call them the Old Testament and the most recent Testament. You know, to look at a star, it may not even be there anymore because it takes so long for the light to get from there to here. It may be gone. It just looks like it's still there. That's how I see my old girlfriends. Imagine if light bulbs work like that. I thought I told you to shut that light off. I did. It should be out by Friday. The universe is expanding. That should help ease the traffic. Imagine Pulitzer Prize fighting. See two writers beating the shit out of each other. Imagine how weird phones would look if your mouth was nowhere near your ears. Imagine Oshkosh straitjackets for little insane children. Oh, stay away from Jimmy.
I think I was supposed to do this anyway. My my dad is a magician, like still is a magician. He started as a clown though. Look, I'm not trying to come up here and act like I come from some rich magic family. I'm better than you guys, all right? That's not what it's about. It's not why we're here. He paid his dues. He paid his clown dues. It's weird when your dad's a clown. Yeah, it's weird every day. For one, I never liked clowns. That's a thing. Like, have you ever been yelled at by a clown? I have. Yeah. Do you know how confusing that is? Screamed at by a guy with a smile painted on his face, and you're just looking like, is this good or it's not? I don't understand. I remember I had to go to the hospital when I was like 8, and I was at home with my mom. We were by ourselves. So she calls an ambulance, and my dad is doing a show at a mall as a clown. So then she just has to call the mall. It's like, go tell the clown to go to the hospital. So we go in the ambulance. My dad beat us there because he was closer. And I remember pulling up, and they wouldn't let us out of the ambulance. And we're like, why can't we get out? And they're like, well, apparently there's a pretty aggressive clown outside. So we're dealing with that. And then we were like, no, we know him. And that just meant they looked at us like, are y'all trying to rob the hospital or something? He was a clown until I was about 12 years old. And from experience, I can tell you that's about as long as you want your dad to be a clown. When you're 6 and 7, there's some perks, absolutely, guys. When 12, 13, like kids at school are like, is he still doing that? And you're like, I don't know, guys, just off and on, all right? Yeah. What do you want? He's almost full-time magic, so. We're hoping some stuff works out.
One thing that my parents and I have in common is that we're all addicted to cable news because they treat every story with the same level of importance, and there's like laser sound effects. It'll be like, "Pachoo!" Or your kids having sex at the mall. I don't even have kids. I'm like, are they? I gotta make sure they're not having sex at the mall. Like fun are they having sex at the mall? And then it'll be like, Pachoo! And surgeons blow up truck. I'm like, wow, really puts the mall sex in perspective. That is much worse than mall sex. A lot of people get down on Fox News, but it's like, you know, I feel like at least with Fox News, you know it's not true. It's like watching a murder mystery. You're like, so if that didn't happen and that didn't happen, then what did happen?
The NBA playoffs are here, and I'm getting my bets in on FanDuel. Talk to me, Chuck GPT. What do you know?
All sorts of interesting stuff, even Charles Barkley's greatest fear.
Hey, nobody needs to know that.
New customers bet $5 to get $250 in bonus bets if you win. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
21 plus and present in Virginia. Must be first online real money wager. $5 deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets that expires 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See full terms at fanduel.com/sportsbook. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At Kroger, an annual Boost membership is better than ever. Save up to $1,100 each year on gas, groceries, delivery fees, and streaming options. With double fuel points, unlimited free delivery, and exclusive savings for members, there's so much to love about Boost. Sign up for a Boost membership today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
T-Mobile home internet is all about speed, value.
What you doing, Jack?
First thing, there are so many benefits, you gotta talk fast.
T-Mobile home internet ranks #1 in customer satisfaction for home wireless internet by J.D. Power.
Wow, you are good.
Try singing it. T-Mobile has price lock.
They won't raise your rate on internet.
Hulu and Paramount Plus on them.
Get T-Mobile home internet all in for just $55 a month with auto pay and any postpaid voice line.
Additional terms apply for J.D. Power 2024 award information. Visit jdpower.com/awards.
You know what could help a person fight better, I think, if they had like background music when they fight? Carry those little tiny Casio keyboards with you. Jam out your own little tune. You ever seen those, like a piece of crap, like $9? You're right, we're gonna party, it's the real thing, all right? Woo! If you can't play, it has that little helper beat to get you going. It'll help you out. Dude, let's start a band, all right? That little fill-in beat, that little sound right there. It's like a little drum. Sometimes it'll roll. When you be jammed out on any beat, just hit that button, it'll kick in for you. It's like, ow. 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 Gotta pull that one off. Here. Thank you. Stick it under your jacket. You find anybody. Probably, you know, like Asian people, they got that downtown Tokyo kind of 70s music. You know, hey, you got problem? You got problem? Oh, let's go. Despite Latino people, you know, got a little different, some kind of cruising music when they fight. Hey, what's up, man? You got a problem? Yeah, Richard's here now, puto. Let's go. Right now, let's go. I'm just a love machine. And of course, black people as well. Damn, got quiet in here really quick, didn't it? Yeah, man, excuse me, man. Do you have a problem? Yes, do you have a problem with me? What's up? What's up? Now, man, I'm pretty... What's up, man? Let's go. Freak out!
Jam right there. Come on. Oh, jam. Here, hold this. Come on.
And of course, white folks. Can't forget the white folks. We'll do wimpy white guy like they all do. Stereotypical one. Hey, man, you got a problem? Oh, man. Sick and tired of guy. Come on, right here. Come on. All right, there. Right there. Ah. Come on. Here's a story. Man named Brady. He was living off free. Together and they're all alone.
When I play the South, they say y'all in the South. They take out the O and the U. So when I'm in the South, I try to talk like that so people understand me. Hello, can I have a bowl of chicken noodle? Come on, I'm in the South, you understand? I mean, I'm in the South and I want some spa. I stubbed my toe. I need to lay down on the kitchen. I need to get the facts of the South. I saw a commercial for an above-ground pool. It was 30 seconds long. You know why? Because that's the maximum amount of time you can depict yourself having fun in an above-ground pool. If it was 31 seconds, the actors would have said, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? The water's only up to here. What should I do, throw the ball back to Jimmy? Or put some goggles on and look at his feet? I can't even drown my kneecaps. I like the public hot tub at the hotels, the whirlpool. I like to go there when there's a guy in there already. I say, hey man, you mind if I join you? He says, no. Then I go and I turn the whirlpool heat up. Then I come by and I add some carrots and onions. Then I say, hey man, just simmer for a while. I mean, sit there. As an adult, I'm not supposed to go down slides. So if I end up at the top of a slide, I have to act like I got there accidentally. How'd I get up here, God damn it? I guess I had to slide down. Whee! That's what you say when you're having fun. You refer to yourself and some other people. I'd like to see a forklift lift a crate of forks. It'd be so damn literal. You're using that machine to its exact purpose. That machine has been misunderstood for years. I don't know how to fix a car. If my car breaks down and the gas tank does not say E, I'm fucked.
A baby Guma.
But if the gas tank says E, I get all cocky. I got this one, don't worry about it. Let me grab the toolbox, AKA wallet. I'd be a shitty auto mechanic if someone brought their car into me and said, my car won't start. Well, maybe there's a killer after you.
I'm not looking for the one, because I'm looking for one of the ones, because I don't think there is a one. There's a lot of people for there just to be one. One? I got one? There's 6 billion people. What if my one lives in Bangladesh and doesn't have the internet? I gotta sleep alone because my one has no 4G? That's not fair. You gotta find one of the ones. That's a lot less pressure. There's a lot of ones. You find one of them. That way you're here tonight, you got a woman. Oh, you're one of them. She starts acting up and you're like, there's other ones. That's good, that's good. You're not the only one. Or the last one. The problem is the system's flawed. You pick the one that you spend the rest of your life with in the middle of your life. Before you've seen the full selection. You haven't perused the rack enough to pick your favorite. That'd be like going to a restaurant, you order food and they set down the food and also a menu of a bunch of better things they didn't tell you they had. Like, oh, no. That is, oh no. You'd be like, I gotta eat this forever now? And they're like, just for the first few years. was an interesting reaction. Oh, we get it. No, we didn't get it. We thought we did. You tricked us. Sex is important. I like sex. Everybody does. And you get in fights about it, sex, when you're in a relationship. I was with a girl one time, we had sex once for a month. And I told her, I go, can you believe we had sex one time all month? One time all month? Not a lot. She goes, I didn't know you were gonna keep track. Oops. It was one. I don't know. Did you think I did that on purpose? I kept track of none, and then I added that time that we did it. What'd you get? What'd you get? Was there a dot in your number? Did you get pi? Did you prorate it because it was February?
Please welcome the Emmy Award-winning host of Cash Cab, Ben Bailey.
How we doing, everybody? Thank you. So the rule is, everybody, the rule is if you screw up just one too many job interviews, you become a stand-up comedian. That's how it happened to me anyway. I could never make it through a job interview. You know, it's such a high-pressure situation. You really need that job. You get all dressed up. You get in there a couple of minutes early. You're trying really hard not to make any stupid mistakes. First opportunity to make a stupid mistake, you make a stupid mistake. They give you that application, and you accidentally write your name in the wrong box. You already didn't get the job. All right, because what are you gonna do? Scribble it out? Hand in your application with a huge scribble mark in the very first blank at the top of the page. Here you go. Say, did I get the job? No. No, you didn't. Can't ask for another application either, can you? Could I have another application, please? Why? Because I put my name in the wrong box. They're gonna be like, you don't need another application, sir. Because we're not hiring any idiots today. You put your name in the wrong box of a job application, you have no other option but to leave your name in the wrong box. Then you're in the interview, the guy's like, so your name is Ben Bailey? Yes, yes it is. And you currently reside at 365 Ben Bailey Boulevard? Yes. Yes, I do. Why, I've lived there all my life. But don't try to send me mail at that address. I put my mailing address in the comments box. And due to a bizarre zoning coincidence, my zip code is exactly the same as the first 5 digits of my phone number. But don't try to call me at that number. I put my calling phone number in the comments box, just below my mailing address. for your convenience. And yes, before you ask, my mother's maiden name is Caucasian. But despite all of those seemingly bizarre things, I still feel that I am quite clearly the right man for this job.
Oh. Quarter 2 range from Uni is the next generation of gas-powered pizza ovens. G2 gas technology means a more even cook every time for restaurant-quality pizza in just 60 seconds. Quarter 2 range is bigger, better, smarter. Learn more at Uni.com.
Hi, this is Melissa Radke, and I cannot wait for you to read my new book, Chicken Fried Women: Friendship, Kinship, and the Women That Made Us This Way. Anywhere you buy books, it's available April the 22nd. It's full of great stories that are going to make you laugh and cry. And like, for instance, the time my mom's pants fell down at the Big Lots. Hope you enjoy it.
Your future starts at Liberty University. Choose from 700 plus degree programs online and on campus, from the certificate to the doctoral level. Or experience flexible K-12 schooling through our accredited Liberty University Online Academy. Learn more at liberty.edu/discover.
So last night as I was downloading pornographic bootleg SpongeBobs, sent to me from a hairdresser I know in Argentina, I noticed they had no milk for tomorrow's coffee, so looked at the car keys, which had been strategically placed under the short leg of the kitchen table so the soup wouldn't spill, and I had to make a decision. Do I walk to the store or do I drive and spill the soup? After a half an hour on my hands and knees, I delicately removed the car keys from under the table, and the soup didn't spill, which pissed me off so much that I whipped it against the wall. Then I tried to wash it off with my machine gun squirt gun, which was full of another kind of soup, and I kind of liked the pattern I made, so I took photographs of it, intending to do paintings of the photographs, which I would sell back to myself later, since I am a private collector. Then I get outside and get in my car and I'm driving out to the store. My mind is skipping around and wondering how my life would have been different had I been born one day earlier. Then I'm thinking maybe it wouldn't have been different other than I would have asked that question yesterday. So I go in the store and no one's behind the register, and I'm thinking I should go behind the register so when people come in they can ask me questions and I can say, what do I look like I work here? Then I went to the back of the store where they keep the milk, and out of the corner of my eye I saw the 17-year-old girl come out of the back room and go behind the register, and I'm wondering what was she doing in the back room. And then I tried to distract myself from my own imagination. I looked at a can of peas and I started counting the peas that were on the label of the can. 44, 45, 46. I'm wondering if they had a meeting on how many peas should be on the label of the can. 47's too many. 45 is not enough. All in favor of 46. Okay, yes, 46. Then I took the milk and I went up to the register and I said, hi, how are you? And she said, will that be all? And I said, no, I want to buy this. And I tried to read her mind, but I couldn't because I can barely read my own mind. Then I was imagining me and her running naked across Fenway Park, holding hands in the crowd, cheering, go, go, go. Then I said to her, do you like baseball? And she said, what? And I said, do you sell lighter fluid by the case? And she got all nervous, so then I left. Then I'm driving around, I'm thinking, all right, I'm still alive. Now what am I gonna do? So I figured I'd go down and rent a movie, so I go down to the video store, and I can't remember the title of the movie I want, so I'm describing the movie to the guy. I said, yeah, you know, it's that black and white movie. It's on color film. I think it stars Nicolas Cage and Haley Mills. It's that movie where the country loses the war because they accidentally made the submarines out of styrofoam and they won't go under the water. The guy's just blankly looking at me. as I'm saying this to him, I'm realizing this is not a movie I saw. This is a dream I had. I'm thinking, my God, I'm trying to rent one of my own dreams. Which would be pretty cool, actually. Then the guy says to me, that's not a movie you saw, that's a dream you had. And I said, how do you know? And he said, because you were in here last week trying to rent the same thing. And I said, all right, let me know when you get it in.
I fall for a lot of stuff. I really do. Like, I worry about, you know, catfish, like getting catfish. You know that? That's another MTV show. I like what MTV's doing right now. And they... I like if you get tricked on the internet is what being catfished is. And the big famous story was Manti Te'o, the football player that believed in the fake girlfriend. And when I saw that, I was like, I get it. I would fall for that. I knew I would. I mean, I'm 35. I still do not sleep with socks on because my dad told me my feet can't breathe when I was a kid. I still believe that. So you bet I could talk to a fake woman for quite a while. A long time. I almost joined the Army when I was 18 just because they called. That was the only reason. I thought I got picked. I was like, oh, wow, this is an honor. Like, oh. I also signed up for a JCPenney credit card at 18 because they called and I was like, man, this day is getting crazier and crazier. I would love it. I would love a credit card. I just got called for the Army. I'll go get some stuff. My mom had to go get me out of all of that. My mom had to call the Army and JCPenney in the same day. She was like, he's not doing any of this. He got to the phone quicker than he usually does, so. Just so you know, the JCPenney credit card was the tougher to get out of. If you want to know it all. I'm pretty dumb. Like, you know, I tell people I'm dumb. I'm like, hey, I'm dumb. But no one goes like, okay. They're just always like, I bet you're not dumb. And you're like, well, I'm trying to help you out here. We're about to have a conversation, so I'm just trying to give you a heads up. Here's a story. I can prove it. If I need it, like, I prove it. Like, everybody's like, no, yeah, you know. We don't need proof. Here's my proof. Is when I was 15, my first job was in Nashville. It was at Opryland Theme Park. We used to have an amusement park. And I was working, and I'm sitting eating lunch, and this couple sits down, and we start talking and stuff. I was like, I'm Nate. And the guy's like, I'm John. This is my wife, Jane. And their last name was Doe. So it was John and Jane Doe. And I was just like, that's the craziest thing. Like, what are the odds of that, you know? Like, that's so crazy. Couldn't believe it. Cut to earlier this year. I'm 35, I'm driving, and I'm thinking about John and Jane Doe. And, you know, I was like, I bet they were lying to me about that. That's how long it took, 20 years. For me to catch on to a joke they wouldn't remember saying. I don't think they would remember it. They'd be like, maybe we did that? Well, it worked. It worked so good. I tried to Google them because I was like, maybe they're not lying, you know? I'll find them and go talk to them. But I'm sad to report they were murdered. Yeah, it's not good, you know?
Experience the nation's biggest artists at Ram's Head on Stage in Annapolis, Maryland. Presenting live music every day of the week. From Grammy-winning artists to your next favorite band, there's a show for everyone at Ram's Head. Visit ramsheadonstage.com for full calendar and tickets.
Strawberries and springtime go hand in hand. Now at Hardee's, they come together with a hint of lemon in our famous buttermilk biscuits. Introducing Hardee's Strawberry Lemon Biscuits, loaded with berry goodness and drizzled in icing. Served warm from sunrise to supper time. The perfect taste to bring on the sunshine all day long. But hurry, this special strawberry lemon flavor is as fleeting as springtime itself. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Available for a limited time. Exclusions may apply by time of day.
All your basket needs at a great price. All in the Kroger app. Get flavorful Kroger spiral sliced ham for 99 cents a pound, limit 2, with an additional $25 purchase. Then get delicious select Del Monte vegetables for $1 each, all with your card. Shop these deals at your local Kroger, less than 10 miles away. Or click the screen now to download the Kroger app to save big today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
This is the first time I remember sleepwalking. I always had dreams about wild animals when I was a kid. When I was a kid, I had this recurring dream for years that there was a bear walking in the front door of my house, literally opening the front door, which is the scariest part when you think about it. A bear with opposable thumbs. Because if a bear can open the door, sky's the limit. I don't have a plan for that one. My plan was the door. In the dream, I would hide in the kitchen cupboard with my sister Patty, and it's pitch black, and I'm scared to death, and I open up the door crack to let in some light. I look next to me, and Patty is gone, and she's been replaced by the bear. It doesn't kill me, but it gives me kind of a coy Jack Nicholson-y look. Like, will I kill you? And that's when I wake up. I had that dream for years, and then eventually I attempted to face this lifelong fear. Patty and I went to Alaska. We went to this place called Katmai National Park, which is one of these places that has so many bears that when you arrive, they take you to what's called bear orientation. And they teach you, and it seems counterintuitive, but if you ever see a bear walking towards you, you're actually supposed to clap and make the bear aware of your presence. Like, I'm right here, bear. I'm right here. I'm Mike, you're a bear. And we're okay with each other. And when they told me this, I was like, oh, I'm gonna be murdered by a bear. Because that seems like basting yourself in barbecue sauce, you know? It's like, I'm right here, bear, I'm right here, and I taste fantastic. I've applied condiments so that I'll be less bland. Patty and I went fly fishing. I don't know if you've ever tried this, but it's much more difficult than it looks, and a river runs through it. We're waist deep in water. We're in the rubber pants, and there are salmon jumping out of the water in front of us, literally jumping, which is what I would do if I were a fish. That seems like a great field trip. You know, you're in the boring water all day, and all of a sudden you're like, whoa! I want to stay here and grow legs and become a human, which is what happened over time. Sorry, homeschoolers. But the salmon are just jumping out of the water, but I can't catch one with the rod. There's this whole kind of maestro maneuver, and if you don't catch one, you feel like an idiot. You're just like, I should have brought a net. Yeah, that'd be a lot easier. You just be like, aha! Just snag them with the net. 1, 2, it's a lot easier. And the fishing guide we're with, it feels bad for me, so he catches one himself, places the rod in my hands, and goes, you got one! And that hurt, because I knew that I hadn't, and so here's where it heats up. I'm with the fishing guide. My sister Patty's about 75 yards behind us, and I hear her say, Mike? And it was the voice of someone who was about to be mauled. It had a very distinct pitch, It was like, Mike? Like right here, she thought there might be a bear. Right here, that's a bear. Like if she knew the whole time, it'd just be like, Mom! I turn around and there's an 8-foot brown bear walking towards her in the water. It was very surreal because he wasn't running, you know. He wasn't like, I will murder you. Ah! He was just kind of docile, like, I'm a bear, etc. Well, here it was, my greatest fear my entire life, and I was proud of myself because I built up the courage to say, guide, do something. And that guide snapped into action. He sprinted over in the water right at the bear, and he goes, yeah, yeah, yeah. And the bear walks away. He was just like, all right, I'm a bear, etc. And I was very relieved that my sister didn't get mauled. But in retrospect, I was a little angry at the guide. I was like, you know, you didn't tell me about the plan. You just told me to go, I'm right here, bear, I'm right here. And my name is Mike. It's like he gave me the bad parachute, you know, like everybody's chute goes off, and then I have the multicolored gym class parachute. I'm like, this doesn't do anything! Except build team skills! Alright, now you go under! Alright, now I go under! Alright, now you go.
It's 4 p.m. on opening day, and the line is still out the door.
Our little mattress store is the new hotspot.
All these influencers. Good thing I got AT&T Business Fiber.
They've been uploading videos on our Wi-Fi all day, and the network's still going strong.
We're gonna go so viral.
Hey y'all, I am streaming live at the grand opening. It's giving bedtime. It's giving sleep.
It's giving reliable. Look, I'm influencing.
Reliable. It's what we do. AT&T Business. Learn more at att.com/businessfast. Limited availability.
At Novo Nordisk, we know that your true greatness comes from within. We also know that when you live with obesity, diabetes, cardiovascular conditions, or hemophilia, it's that much more important to embrace that greatness and not let your condition define you.
Oh.
Never forget your greatness, because at Novo Nordisk, it's your greatness that drives us to do more, to be better, to change lives. Novo Nordisk, driving change for over 100 years. Learn more at novonordiskgrades.com.
When it's time to scale your business, it's time for Shopify. Get everything you need to grow the way you want. Like, all the way. Stack more sales with the best converting checkout on the planet. Track your cha-chings from every channel, right in one spot. And turn real-time reporting into big-time opportunities. Take your business to a whole new level. Switch to Shopify. Start your free trial today.
Ooh, I gotta get out of here, man. I gotta go see a movie. I'm not gonna see that Hunchback of Notre Freak. I got an eye here, I got an eye here, I got a lump in my back. He's a cartoon character with soil in his pants and sing about it. I soiled in my pants. Saw Pocahontas, boy, what a waste of time that was. So, I mean, the animation's good. Then she starts singing those 4-minute songs, you know. Have you ever seen a wolf cry? Oh, good Lord, I'm gonna take a dump. Musicals don't really happen in real life. That's why I don't like them too much, you know. You know, like you're really hanging out with your friends and music comes out of nowhere and your friends start dancing. Let's go! Suck. You hanging out with your buddies. Hey, can I come to the party, man? Hey, man, Bob, you can't come, man. You got Drunken Freddy's out this week, man. You're a street rat. Street rat, riff raff. I don't buy that. If only they look closer, would they see a poor boy? No, siree. Hey, shut up. You shut up! Come on, Abu. Your friends, hey, Pablo, what'd you do last summer?
Well, you know, I met a girl named Sandy.
What? Yeah. Come on, all right, all right. All your friends go, oh no. Oh, well, oh, well, oh, well, oh, well. Woo-hoo! Oh, yeah! Did you know they're actually coming out with another Friday the 13th movie? Can you believe that?
Huh.
Man, what a pain. They wanted me to, you audition for it. Yeah, can I get killed, please? Those kids are so easy to kill, you can strangle them with a cordless phone. You know what I'm talking about? I mean, you see how they just run right into danger, these idiots? They walk right into death. They're looking for death. Here. Hello, is anybody in here? Hello? Shh, shh, shh. Come on, you guys, this ain't funny. Shh, shh, shh. Billy? Shh, shh, shh. I want to get naked and take a shower, guys. What's going on? Someone's behind that door. Shh, shh, shh. I better check it out. See who it is. Could be my friends.
Home!
That's the spear.
I had a Mr. Pibb. Mr. Pibb is a replica of Dr. Pepper, but it's a bullshit replica, because dude didn't even get his degree. Why'd you have to drop out and start making pop so soon? The commercial for Diet Dr. Pepper says it tastes just like regular Dr. Pepper. Well, then they fucked up. I went to a doctor. All he did was suck blood from my neck. Don't go see Dr. Acula. I want to hang a map of the world in my house. Then I'm going to put pins into other locations that I've traveled to. But first I'm going to have to travel to the top 2 corners of the map so it won't fall down. You know, people think I'm into sports just because I'm a man. I'm not into sports. I mean, I like Gatorade. That's about as far as it goes. By the way, you don't have to be sweating and holding a basketball to enjoy a Gatorade. You can just be a thirsty dude. Gatorade forgets about this demographic. I'm thirsty for absolutely no reason. Other than the fact that liquid has not touched my lips for some time. Can I have a Gatorade too, or does that lightning bolt mean no? Yeah, I'm not into sports. If I had athlete's foot, my first reaction would be, that's not my fucking foot. I don't want to have my face on the cover of a Wheaties box. I want to have my face on the cover of a Rice Krispies box. Snap, crackle, Mitch, and pop. Hey, how the fuck did he do that? Hey, in Hollywood, it's all who you know, and I know crackle. I saw on HBO they were advertising this boxing match. They said, it's a fight to the finish. That's a good place to end. Every McDonald's commercials end the same way, right? McDonald's commercials end like this. Prices and participation may vary. Now I want to open a McDonald's and not participate in anything. I want to be a stubborn McDonald's owner. I say cheeseburgers? Nope. We got spaghetti. And blankets. But we are not affiliated with that clown. He attracts too many children.
But I am single now. I'm trying to figure out the single game. I've been single for long enough. I know what's going on. I have patterns. I talk to 20-year-olds all the time on accident. I don't know why. Because they let them into bars. They're 20, but they still let them into bars. And then you look at them and you go, hey, you're pretty. 20, you're pretty. You're pretty. Let's talk. And then you talk to them and you're like, ooh, you suck at this. Wow. You're not good at talking. Talking to a 20-year-old is like talking to a baby, except babies don't have dumb ideas yet. It's like a little dumb baby. I talked to a 20-year-old one night in a bar, because she looked 25, stupid steroids and chicken. I go up to her and I was like, hey, do you play pool? You play pool? She goes, I had sex on a pool table once. So do you play pool, or I don't know if you thought you answered my question, but, oh, you had sex on a pool table. Was it a league? Were you in a league? I just wanted to put 2 quarters on her chest and say I got next. Gonna be excited? You gonna text a lot? You're single now, I guess? Texting and stuff. All LOLs too, these young girls. LOL. They LOL themselves. That takes a pretty dumb person to do that. To laugh out loud at yourself, your brain has to sneak up on your brain. That's impressive. Let's say, it's impressive. I texted a girl one night, I said, hey, do you want to hang out later? She goes, I do, but I'm scared. I said, what are you scared of? She goes, I don't know, you'll probably rape me. Oh, cool. Probably was the word you went with there. That wasn't even, that's the most likely scenario in your brain. That wasn't how I introduced myself. I wasn't like, hey, I'm Tommy. I do comedy and rape. If I'm not making you laugh, keep your head on a swivel. I only know 2 things, and I'm all out of comedy. I text her back. Here's the reason. Here's the thing, and I'm not joking with the thing. I will say this, if you're a girl and you're worried, save yourself. Protect yourself, right? But also, if you think somebody's gonna rape you, you don't have to respond to their text messages. I'm just gonna put that out there. I don't know what she was thinking when she got it, but she's like, he's gonna sexually assault me. I don't want him to think I'm rude, though. That would, I mean, what if, he tells a friend, then that friend tells a friend. Next thing you know, I can't hang out with anybody. Because I don't have the option. I don't have the option of not texting. I have to. I've got to respond. If you get a message that says you're probably gonna rape me, you don't just let that hang out there for a while. You can't be like, smiley face. I text her this, I swear to God, I texted verbatim. I said, that's weird that you would say that. We don't have to hang out at all, but I'm not gonna rape you. I typed in the words, I'm not gonna rape you, into a text message. That's where my life is. That's where I'm at right now. I was just like, not gonna rape you. Hope that goes to the right phone. Man. That'd be a weird one for my mom to get. I thought that was unspoken. LOL. LOL. Don't only talk to hot girls either. The hot girls that you see, girl, you're like, oh man, she looks like she just stepped off a magazine cover. Those are boring most of the time. I've been there. I've sat through those conversations. If you've never met one, I'll give you her. Here she is in a nutshell. She has an ex-boyfriend who's mean to her, but she still loves him. She's taken a semester off of beauty college for the last 3 years. And she knows an old guy with a boat. For some weird reason, there's always some old dude with a boat hanging around. Who's this? That's Frank. He's got a pontoon. That's not even a cool boat. That's not even a cool boat.
All your basket needs at a great price. All in the Kroger app. Get flavorful Kroger Spiral Sliced Ham for 99 cents a pound, limit 2, with an additional $25 purchase. Then get delicious select Del Monte vegetables for $1 each, all with your card. Shop these deals at your local Kroger, less than 10 miles away. Or click the screen now to download the Kroger app to save big today. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Prices and product availability subject to change. Restrictions apply. See site for details.
Hey, Kristen, how's it tracking?
With Carvana Value Tracker.
What else?
Oh, it's tracking. In fact, Value Surge Alert trucks up 2.5%. Vans down 1.7.
Just as predicted.
Mm-hmm.
So, we gonna...
I don't know. Could sell, could hold.
The power to always know our car's worth.
Exhilarating, isn't it?
Tracking.
Always know your car's worth with Carvana Value Tracker.
It's tax season, and at LifeLock, we know you're tired of numbers. But this one you need to hear. 16.5 billion. That's how much money in refunds the IRS flagged for possible identity fraud last year. Now, here's a good number. 100 million. That's how many data points LifeLock monitors every second. If your identity is stolen, we'll fix it guaranteed. Oh, one last number. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit lifelock.com/Spotify for the threats you can't control. Terms apply.
I end up learning about stuff that I'm not interested in. Because Google is so suggestive. I typed in take flight. 3 hours later, I'm an accidental ornithologist, having inadvertently studied birds for the better part of an afternoon. Now I'm Googling binoculars, planning a family bird watching trip. I was trying to book a flight to Cleveland. Thanks a lot, Google. What am I supposed to do with all this bird knowledge? Did you know there's a classification of birds called nearly flightless birds? I think that is pretty damn funny all by itself. Right? Nearly flightless birds. Think about it. These are birds that almost can't fly. Right? Like they can fly, but just barely. They can fly around all they want, but the whole time they're up there, they're like, whoa! Whoa! Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God! We should not be up here! We are like this close to not being able to do that! Nearly flightless birds, who's making that stuff up? We'll call these birds nearly flightless birds. Why? Why not? Good point. So that's what we get, nearly flightless birds. What are the other ones? Completely flightless birds? They're just sitting on the beach like, this is bullshit. Why are we even birds? All we can do is waddle around and bitch about how we can't fly. This sucks. Make me a rodent. Call me what I am. I don't want to be a bird if I can't fly. Right? Completely flightless, nearly flightless. Nearly flightful has got to be the next one up. I think that's probably the worst one of all. Right? These are birds that almost can fly. Right? They cannot fly. But they're close. And they don't know that they will never succeed. So they'll spend their whole lives just running and jumping. This is gonna be the one! Woo! Son of a bitch! Why must we be nearly flightful? I'd rather be completely flightless. It's the same thing. Without the false hope. Right, then of course there's completely flightful birds all the way at the top. Just a bunch of elitist bird assholes. Think they're better than everyone else. Flying around with attitude like, looking down at all the other birds like, almost nearly flightful. Almost, buddy. Why don't you carry that for me? I always wonder if other animals are jealous of birds. Not because birds could fly, but because we build houses for them. You know what I mean? Like a squirrel must look at a birdhouse and just be thinking, you have got to be kidding me. Really, humans? Really? They can already fly. They have a huge advantage over everyone else in the animal kingdom. And yet you are going to provide them with free housing. Thanks a lot. I'm a squirrel. I have all these nuts. Nowhere to keep them. You're gonna build a 20-room hotel on a stick for the goddamn birds. Where do you think my nuts are gonna be in the morning? Now there's a question every man should ask himself. before he leaves the house at night. Give yourself a long, hard look in the mirror. What do you think my nuts are going to be in the morning? Well, if all goes well, they'll be right where they are now. And a little bit lighter. You guys are like, finally, a sex joke. All these birds. You guys have learned enough about birds. You're tired of being lectured about nature.
Anyway, he's smarter than me. I'm trying to get smart. I've been watching Nova. You seen that show? They had a thing a couple of weeks ago about string theory. I started watching that at 8 p.m. And at 8:03, my brain exploded. They said string theory is the stuff that the physicists are now figuring out that Albert Einstein was not able to nail down in his theories. Something, well, if Albert Einstein didn't understand it, me on a couch with a bag of potato chips don't have a shot. Oh, I see what they're talking about. Yeah, you gotta incorporate gravity. I was wondering why he didn't do that. I'm sitting there working on my string cheese theory. You know, they always say Albert Einstein was a genius. Then how come when anyone ever calls you that, it's an insult? You don't know where you parked the car. Good job, Einstein. I don't think we're honoring that man properly by using his name in vain in parking lots. It's the only time he ever comes up. I watch too much TV. I like watching the Antiques Roadshow. It's one of my favorite shows. People bring in their old stuff to get it appraised. My favorite part of that whole show is the people in the background, you know? If aliens ever wanted to see what we're all about, they should just bring that tape back to their planet. Let me show you what we're dealing with here. Yeah, we can do whatever we want down there. Yeah, they rule the whole planet. They rule the whole... Yes, they rule the whole planet. Let's go shine lights in their eyes. I like to get on that show. Go stand in line for like 3 hours with an old rusty spatula. Just finally get up there, hand it to the guy. So some type of story associated with this? Oh. Well, it was in the kitchen drawer. And I couldn't open it because the spatula was sticking up. So I thought maybe it's from Babylon. Do you see how this says Kmart? Would you be surprised if I told you this was absolutely worthless? Nah. When is this gonna air? Absolutely worthless. I like watching golf on TV, and I read recently, this is true, NBC Sports, on their golf telecast, they got caught putting in bird noises for ambiance. Birds aren't even there. And a bird lover called him on it because he was hearing a bird that was not indigenous to where the tournament was being held. Wow. Can you imagine being the guy who had to field that phone call? Yeah, sports department. Yeah, hi. Listen, does this sound right to you? No, that don't. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, apparently you don't. Yeah, I guess I'm supposed to believe the blue-breasted whippoorwillow has decided to alter its annual migratory route to enjoy a little golf. What? Maybe for that region you should try. Okay. I get it. I got one. You have to admire that guy. You have to admire him. You're not gonna slip a chirp past him. What the hell was that? Please tell me I did not just hear that. Please tell me this is not happening to me today. I wish he would have handled it differently. I wish instead of calling, he would have snuck in there late at night, pulled out that bird tape, stuck in another animal's track. No one would even know till it's going out live.
Ernie Els is looking at about a 10-foot putt here. This is a downhill putt. It's gonna break a little bit to his left.
Man, he is focused. You guys are great, man. Thank you. Thank you.
Experience the nation's biggest artists at Rams Head on Stage in Annapolis, Maryland. Presenting live music every day of the week. From Grammy-winning artists to your next favorite band, there's a show for everyone at Rams Head. Visit ramsheadonstage.com for full calendar and tickets.
Let wonder take hold at the Virginia Aquarium. It's twice the adventure, thanks to our amazing expanded South Building and Kids Exploration Zone. Come let your curiosity swim, splash, find and create, giggle and wriggle, discover and explore, bubble and float, wander and wonder, and have fun. With double the space plus thousands of cool creatures to meet, it's the perfect place to live curiously at the Virginia Aquarium.
I just found the best side gig ever. I started dashing with DoorDash and I'm making such good money. Signing up only took me a couple of minutes, and now I can dash in my car, on a scooter, even an e-bike. Visit DoorDash.com/earn today to learn more.
I watched a porn recently. Because I am a man, and men watch porn. If you are a man here that does not watch porn, science would like to speak to you, because they tried to do a research a few years ago to find out what happens to men who don't watch porn. They could not find those men. There was no control group. There was only a group with no control. That's all they had. So as a man, I watched some porn, and this pornograph that I was watching had in it, my grandmother grammar checked this whole thing, don't worry about it. There was an interview with a girl who was going to be porned, and the guy doing the porning, he was the guy who was going to be interviewing her. The porner, I guess, or the pornsman, I don't know, what do you call him? The pornithologist, perhaps? The pornithologist sounds like a guy who studies naked birds, which is most birds, actually. Most birds are naked birds. Everyone but Donald Duck, pretty much. A lot of comedians sometimes wonder, like, why does Donald Duck have a hat and a shirt but no pants? Well, most ducks don't have pants. What, the hat and the shirt? That's the question. Where do you get those? No pants is normal for a duck. Why can't we understand him? Again, ducks don't speak English normally. So, the pornsmith says to the lady, that's what I went with, pornsmith. Said the porner to the pornee, where do you live? And she said, Indiana. He said, Indiana, a nice southern girl, I see. And I believe we are all on the same page of the atlas, which is not upside down, because Indiana is not the South, unless this guy's in Canada, but he didn't say, a nice southern girl, eh? Beer, hockey, moose. He didn't do anything of the sort. He said a nice Southern girl, and she said, yeah. So who's the dumber one here? I don't know. Her for not knowing where she lives, him for not knowing geography, the director for letting it slide through, or me for watching and not caring. I don't know. I don't blame the guy. He's doing a lot. He's like, I think he's holding the camera, he's the choreographer, he's the actor, the journalist, the court reporter. He's a Renaissance man. A jack-off all trades, if you will. And you needn't. But if you do, here's another one for you. If you don't like the word cockblock, an obstacle. How about that one? Or a favorite word that I came up with is monsturbation. That means when you jerk off under somebody's bed to scare them. And when you're done, you yell, Happy Halloween. Works best in October. That one works best.
Yeah.
You can move it to another holiday, but not Mother's Day, probably.
Ooh, there's a... no.
I want to own a pizzeria, too, when I was a kid. I love pizza. I love it. I love it. Like I would marry it. But it'd just be an elaborate ploy to eat her whole family at the reception. The problem with marrying pizza is pizza's always hanging out with salad. Salad is like pizza's friendly but annoying friend. Salad's fine sometimes, but once in a while you gotta be like, look, salad, me and pizza want to be alone. Pizza's a great metaphor for America. You know, it started in Italy, and then we brought it over here, and we made it better than the original. We made it rack under false pretenses, and it's got pepperoni and sausage, and I just love it, man. I just love pizza. It's like Italy and rules. Totally, you guys. I'm not that political as a comedian. I don't know. Like, I feel like whether you like him or not, like Bush, like seems like a fun guy. Like he's the kind of guy you invite to the barbecue because you know he's gonna start the wiffle ball game. You know, he's like wiffle ball Tony. He's like, yeah, wiffle ball Tony's here. All right, it is so on. And then one day somebody's like, we're gonna put Tony in charge of everything. And I'm like, we are? The burgers and the potato salad. I don't know if that's such a good idea. Because he's very competitive. He starts going to the neighbor's lawn, challenging them to wiffle ball games. He's like, I heard you bitches want to play wiffle ball. And they're like, we didn't say that. But he starts chucking hamburgers at them. We're like, Tony, what are you doing, man? He's like, they were going to chuck hamburgers at me. But then it turns out they don't even have hamburgers. They have hot dogs, but they only throw them at each other, so it's cool. But then people get upset. They're like, maybe we shouldn't have gone with Wiffle Ball Tony. Maybe we should have gone with Bookworm Steve, but he's so boring. And then one guy's like, what about Ralph? We go with Ralph. We're like, shut up, Ralph. This is no time for joking. People get upset about Bush, though. They're very touchy. Like, I was here last time, and this woman came up to me, and she goes, you know, he could be here. And I go, first of all, no. He's probably on vacation. Second of all, he wouldn't understand the analogy.
We could do it real big, bigger than you ever done it. You be up on everything. The whole thing never own it. I want this forever. I swear I can spend whatever on it. Cause she hold me down every time. When I get right, I promise that we don't live it up. She made me beg for it till she give it up. And I say the same thing every single time. I say, you the fucking best. You the fucking best. You the fucking best.
Can't keep my hands to myself. No matter how hard I'm trying to. I want you all to myself. You're my I'm trying. Oh, some gaga.
when it got so empty. Tell her I apologize.
Что ж, Нейза, его я высыпал. Кнер, облынч. Ooh, Lenarg. Chankina. Grasha. Sula. Sula! Moochie Peachy. Shady Balloon. Yes. Bobaneff. Ooh, keep that down. Yabajing Shorpsa. Aaron Boya. Kinza. Oh. Lenoisuna. Planide Veruda. Quofi. Dopki Payfin. Sargella Jabin. And Zirpa. Corbiff. Dabiwu. Plonide Skooma. Smeeshi Egala. Hooray! Ooh, Serpino Finay. Step the vet. In a prib. Zatork. Ooh, Chimcha. Fricani, Smeebamaboof. Chipane, Floopy, Pippani. Yoyum Bobanef, Bobanef, Yoyum. Lamichi, Espana, Espana, Axum. Yabia, Bashwabi, Yar Blaine. Pippanai, Umfra, Nibihana. Fuino, Ina Prep, Swabitu, Wabni, Bibitepin, Yabia, Wanush. Suna, Gabafa, Hispana, Farano, Fano, Fuinap. Lamichi, Espana, Espana, Axum. Ni, Buenush, Efyab, Subao, Bibitepin, Yabia, Wanush. Fuino, Ina Preb, Swabitu, Wabni, Wasusa, Zons Nibi Fa, Wanush. Suna, Gabafa, Hispana, Farano, Fano, Fuinap, Dar Boing, Yarya, Dar Navina, Lenarg, Emi B.
Ross Clatoy.
Unga? No, poor B. Neve. Benor for B.
Exenoy Zons? Wasusa.
Upate. Doroy.
Dabishi Slekam?
Fene.
Kankuya. Lamina. Honka Thori. Ooh. Canathoy Narble. Milshaba.
Benota Swans? Weibo.
Baribi. Damse Bruhana. Seneca. Belindi. Enzanu. Craney. Naya Floof.
Mouseback a Nobo. Ina. Bubna. Umura Gensiba. Ripish Barza. Glafau Kumoy. Guma. K-Moose. Ulap. Bane Trip Zigafit. The Sour Barleen. Ladada. Ha, Sikafu. Winnie Kitsune. Saquinario.
Uchima.
Bane Trip.
Quafica Dopke. Avenue. Yib Saquinario. Omafoof.
Granef. Yanawa. Wadida. Bayun. Garvey.
Pame Snerzo. Zatorba.
Up.
Swabione.
Manaya.
Oh, Rinka. Arvani Shopshin. Zubar. Sorspa. Kitsune.
Sula. Noosh.
Vadish. Floima Sharnu.
Misa.
Ah, Yoyim. Shupaza. Boy.
Limba Bay. Shoe Leap.
Grebo for Bay.
Woga. Funny. Miva.
With some milk. Mala shibane. Oh, sure, sure. Zimzay! Blaine!
I cannot believe you guys got F's on your math test.
For your information, I got an F+.
Evo!
Relax, Chels, okay? How about the water pie?
The food court has takeout now?
Yeah, I got jelly bean and sausage. Well, actually, I ate the jelly bean. Ate the sausage, too.
Oh, Charb. Don't worry, Chels. We can study with the new study snack pack. See, I got a ruler, some pencils, and 7 deep-fried mozzarella sticks.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Zidane?
This isn't a ruler. It's beef jerky with numbers on it.
Don't touch my
Rin shoe, pretzel floss, cuspa.
We should go outside, you know? We should get some fresh air, exercise.
That's too far.
Don't you guys see what this food's doing to you?
Like what?
Trust me, Chels, nothing is wrong. Or it's delicious food.
Nurska. Ivana! Malinois! Malinois! Gorba? Siwa. Bledoblofa. Fredoye Brekka. Dota Vepi. Debishi Panoisa Moik. Pimpaloosh. Hilfin. Ubawena. Oh, Kissanoi Sweezo. Essanoi. Flarib Finalibo. Sepane. Dorda. Aww. Grihong. Cow, na? Marik Poshima? Quimba Maline. Oh, Tinkwell. Shirobi. Shorg.